Speaking at the 70th edition of the Education Summit, organized at Radisson Red in Mohali, Chandigarh on 22nd July 2023, Ms. Supreet Kaur, Principal and Director Academics, Cyboard School, Gurgaon, spoke to the Edu Bulletin and shared her thoughts about the summit, about the concept behind setting up her school, and about how technology is impacting education today. Let's hear her thoughts.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have with us Ms. Supreet Kaur, Principal and Director Academics, Cyboard School, Gurgaon. Welcome to the summit, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So, first of all, I would like to ask, how's your experience here at the 17th Education Summit in Chandigarh?
It's a nice rainy day. It's pouring today here. It's a beautiful day outside. So, it's a beautiful experience. We have a lot of edtech companies here. We have a lot of educationists here. So, it's good collaborating with everyone. Yeah.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, as I heard the term cyboard, what does it actually means, and how do you come up with the idea of setting up an entirely online school?
So, Cyboard came in presence when we were struggling in the time of COVID, and we wanted to understand that there were schools and principals and teachers, everybody struggling to understand how to run a successful school online, because that was a transition period. And I come from the background where I have done not only working with schools but working with edtech companies for a very long time, and had a beautiful combination of understanding school and edtech. So Cyboard is cyber, and board refers to school. So cyber board, that's what we define cyboard with. It came in presence because it was an initiative that we wanted to bring in notion at that point of time, that if prepared well, online schools can do a wonderful job.
Right.
But it went really beyond that. It is not only about being in the system because of COVID came and we had to go online. We are into our third year with a very strong student base across around 10 countries, 27 states and UTs. So it's a reflection of the fact that online structures can play very well. So came in presence to help, but we are here to survive and flourish.
Yes, definitely. Online education, blended learning is is a permanent phenomenon now, and it will stay and be a part of the education system. So talking about the technology, overpowering the education sector in today's time, and AI, data management, and chat GPT, things like that are just sweeping over the education world. So how it is, in your opinion, these technologies are helping the students and as well as the schools, fulfilling the overall requirements of the teaching in the 21st century setup?
So I don't think so. Technology can actually overpower. Technology always has to go hand in hand with teachers and with school structures. So what we have to really understand is that technology can be a very strong instrument in the hand of teachers, school administrators who are trained well on it.
Right.
When people know how to use AI to the benefit of chat GPT, or for that matter, finding data, creating analysis out of it, finding the gaps with the students, helping them work around it, it can be a very fulfilling experience in itself.
Absolutely.
Also, we have to understand that these technologies give a lot of leverage to our teachers to save a lot of time that they would have done in mundane tasks. So when you have the technology with you, teachers need to be trained well. What schools need to now do at this point of time is that they need to get away from I would say scopes that we had for years. They were only training teachers on classroom management or rubrics and all of that. That's important. I'm not saying that's not critical. But now schools will have to start probably teaching on what we can call as understanding our use of AI. How is going to chat GPT is going to be used? How is it going to have to create data analysis? How are you going to work around the structured programs? How are you going to actually have differentiated learning through them in the classrooms? So technology can definitely be a great factor.
Right, absolutely. So how you are conducting the teaching lessons and taking assessments? How's the whole process? Just give a brief.
So we we, as I say, we are 100% online. We have a one touch point learning management system.
Right.
So it's like a learning management system which has a dashboard for students and for teachers and for
Right.
parents, all of it. And it's like a one point dashboard. So all you need is one click and you're into the system which has your content, your assignments, assessments,
Wow.
reports, anything and everything integrated into it. So the child doesn't have to move out of the system and go to a
Third-party
territory which can be
platform.
a third party platform, which
Yes.
can be a little, I will say, security issue, more than anything else. What happens through that whole system is that whether it comes to classes, obviously we are like any other school. We start at 8:30 in the morning, finish at 2:30 in the afternoon. We have live classes, we have teachers on board. So there's a huge gamut. For running online, you have to be a lot offline. I will say that you will have to have a really big gamut and a back end source to work it out. But what happens is that a lot of proctoring helps us. So we have our assessments which are done online. Children are very well versed with using Google Docs. They are very well versed with using the AI assessments that they do, submission worksheets.
Right.
So it's the way you structure the whole program that's making it successful. And like any other school, I will say, and maybe more than the other schools, because we get a lot of leverage of being online.
Absolutely.
We for example, we are getting some best of the authors for our children. We are getting programs from abroad which can be done online, and we don't have to pay sums of money for
Absolutely.
getting the people here. So you have to have a structured learning management system and a well-trained staff. I think that's the key for it. Yeah.
Absolutely, ma'am. So as you said, the school starts 8:30 in the morning until just like the regular school it goes on. So is there any concern about the screen time? Like, the students spend online. We have always talked about, too much is, bad. So how you are, trying to, have a balance.
So, unfortunately or fortunately, we can't really change that off. We are in a time, in a place where all our children are born with screen in their hands.
Right.
A child is born and mom and dad are standing right there to click a pic, So that's the first exposure. We can't take away the screens from children. We will have to understand that. What we will have to do is engage them with that screen on the right things. So
Give them a better content.
Better content, We have to be mindful of what they are doing.
Right.
At this point of time, when they are on the screens, we are very careful on how it's managed. We have a 40-minute class, we have a 15 minutes break per class, we then come back, we have a lunch break. So in a day, they are there for only 5 classes.
Okay.
Not more than that. And that's also a balance. There's a lot of physical activity we do in our classrooms. There's a lot of games, clubs, activities that is done. Even though no report has been till date, able to say that screen and eyesight has a clear connection. But yes, anything which is
Excessive
more
is
than
bad.
excessive is bad, What is more concerning than that is that when children spend a couple of hours at the school and
Right.
go back home, they are watching content back to back, unregulated by the adults.
Right.
And that is more of a concern to me as an educationist than anything else. We have to be in a place and world where we know today it's rain, tomorrow it can be rice, third day it can be something else. We have to be hybridly ready for ourselves. But yes, what we have to remember is the content has to be managed well. So we take a lot of good care on there. Eye exercises, getting doctors on point, ensuring that we have physical stamina exercises happening in between the classes, and the breaks. That works wonder. And because we are AI, we know when the child is in the time when he's not supposed to be there,
Right,
so that's quite regulated for us.
That's wonderful, ma'am. You all are doing a really great work, and I just wish you all the best for all your future endeavors. And from the team of the Edu Bulletin, we thank you so much for being present here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.